So I'm just gonna start up the stream now and make sure all the audio is going. I think it is. I don't see any desktop audio. But that's because no one's talking, so. Um,
Yeah.
oh, yep, there's desktop audio. But yeah,
Hello,
so.
everybody. I'm gonna be awesome.
Yeah, so
Uh,
it basically, my husband and me and our friend Seth were all doing a Reach of Titan playtest. It's based off of a Kickstarter that is already funded, but it's still got like 20 something days to go. Um, and yeah, it's a different type of system. It's D6s. Um, the players get 6d6 for their character, and when they roll it, they exhaust whatever dice they roll. So then it's the Titan's turn, and then it goes back to their turn. So they won't be able to dodge if they use like all their dice. And the more injured they get, the less dice they have. And that's pretty much how the game's gonna go, because that's all the information they gave to us. Um, so yeah, I'm Kalen. I am the horrible GM for this evening. Uh, so I'm gonna ruin everyone's lives and dreams by attacking their village with a giant monster. And
yeah. Well,
yeah, I guess we'll just go from right to left. So Seth, what do you want to do a quick introduction?
Uh, yeah, sure. My name's Seth. I go by many names on the internet, from Kuru to Luther Cross to Lil Guzma. Uh, I do have my own Twitch channel, but I don't do anything on there. I'll be playing the Scout today, which means not too much to me, because I don't really know too much about this game system. It just seemed interesting, and I figured I'd give it a whirl.
Well, to be fair, it's a brand new system that they only released less than a month ago. They haven't even released the full game yet. This is just the playtest they released, which is like 1/3 of the game.
Yeah. I didn't know about this game until 2 days ago.
Alexa, shut up.
That's
Yeah.
my alarm. Mm. So, Chris, do you want to do a brief intro now for you and your character?
All right. My name is Chris. I am her wonderful husband. I've agreed to play this game because I like slaying giant monsters. And my character is apparently from, what is it, Monster Hunter?
No,
Shout out Colossus. He's looking around. He's like, "Fuck it. I got a beer in one hand, a sword in the other. Let's go kill some shit." But yeah, that's what we're
yeah,
gonna do. And
Shadow
the
of
only one dumb enough
Colossus.
to follow me is the scout over there.
Shadow of Colossus, Attack on Titan, Ruby, and Monster Hunter Orange.
And it's like, it's a lot better than, climbing the side of a cliff to get mushrooms.
Oh my god. I hate you, honey. Leave my Monster Hunter
My
harvesting
character's
alone.
special ability is he has a tight grip, so he gets one free die on all climbing trips. Every class has a free die, which doesn't get exhausted. They just roll. It's like a bonus, but it's only to a very specific check. For example, the scout gets one free die to all accuracy checks when she aims for ranged attacks. But she has Eagle Eye. I have tight hold, and the other guys have stuff too, but I'm not gonna bother saying that because we're not using them.
Well, I mean,
You want to know? Play the game.
it is a playtest, so yeah. I can't remember what they have that get the actual bonus.
All right, let's move on then.
It should tell you on the character sheets.
Uh,
I don't know if the anchor gets one.
he does. He has something related to anchoring.
Yes, he has a ballista, but it's not like an extra dice. You have to
Yes,
spend
he
dice.
does. Hold the
Okay.
beast. If the Titan is anchored, you may roll dice as an action to reduce the Titan's evasion stat. Okay, what he could do is his special thing is he can reduce the Titan's evasion. That's what his
He
thing
can
is.
reduce the Titan's evasion and the
Everyone
Titan's hit.
has 3 abilities, and some give free dice, some don't.
Right. But yeah, so I guess we'll just start up the game, and we'll start the little brief intro. Which isn't really much of an intro, but it's just like music with a description. Which is kind of creepy.
Not there.
Yeah, that...
Oh, Seth,
Hmm.
if you look on the character sheet, you have the available dice. I mean, you use them, you pull them exhausted, and you pull them back on top, so it's easy to keep track of.
Yep.
Wait, where's this?
If,
Look on your scout and character sheet. You should probably just put available to all players, Kale.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, I got
Yeah.
it. I didn't realize there was a character sheet. Part.
Yeah, she actually got up and did something useful. Huzzah.
hey,
I'm actually more surprised Roll20 has a working demo for this.
No, I think she. Oh yeah,
No,
they gave everyone a free demo of this until the Kickstarter.
so the Kickstarter has a lot... They've been working on it for 3 years. They wanted to tie it into virtual tabletop because so many people game virtually now versus in person because it's so hard to get people to group together. So they worked and got some type of partnership with Roll20, and they built the whole system into Roll20. So if you kickstart it, for anyone that wants to kickstart it, I figure I'll say that as well, kind of like free advertising. You can actually back it for $20-something and have the whole game, including all the PDF and everything. Just you can't like print out the PDF in Roll20. Just automatically set when it gets released in December.
That actually sounds like a pretty good back. I might do that.
Yeah, and then if you spend $40, you can get the PDF and Roll20. You can do 20 for like the hardcover, the PDF. I mean, not hardcover, soft cover, PDF, or Roll20. Or you can do 40 for the PDF and Roll20, or PDF and hardcover, or Roll20 and hardcover. It's like they have different tiers, but they had to charge $20 minimum for Roll20 because that's what their contract says. So, but it's really nice because like the character sheets, the pre-gens were automatically given to us. They gave us the stats of 3 of the monsters to be able to run it with, and then I just gave each monster body parts because there's different health per body part of the monster. So I just made it a little bit more detailed. But it didn't take... It took me maybe an hour to an hour and a half to get all these tokens and this look of the game. The game's... the pages literally were all set for me. It was just doing the little brief of stuff. Which... I'm not going to move you there yet, because if I do, it spoils it. But yeah,
Let's
so...
go over there.
Basically, picture this as we don't have like an actual setting listed for the game. They didn't give us that because it's, you know, the playtest. It's just the battle mechanic. So my envisionment...
We're sitting in Kirkwall having a drink. There's a setting.
Yeah, no, my
Starting
envision...
a basic tavern.
Honey, I will kick your ass. You are
Right,
literally one room away from me.
I just want to kill things, man. I don't care about the setting.
Fuck you.
Alright.
Fuck you. Screw you, honey. So, the setting that's going to be quick, if someone knows how to keep his mouth shut and wants to get pasta tonight after we friggin' game. Basically, it's kind of a modern medieval setting. So think like knights, but think more of a fairy tale type vibe, just without magic. And you guys are inside of one of the basic, like, modern towns. Like, it's not primitive, but it's not, like, a big city. It's just, like, you know, a local village. And you start to hear footsteps. It's the annual harvest, which is when the breeding of the boars begins. So you figure, oh, breeding of the boars, not a big deal. In this world, the breeding of the boars means that boars reproduce, like what you would expect, but they're giants. They're literally called, where is the name? Horn hogs. So think Princess Mononoke with the giant boars. And, yeah. The village is built, because it happens every, like, 10 years, right in the middle of where the breeding happens. Good luck! Which is gonna suck, absolutely, because it's gonna be funny as hell. But... So this is the layout I was talking about, is we have the sections, because you have to think of it more of like a vertical playing field than horizontal. You're not really worried about backstabbing, you're not really worried about where your position is, like per se, like, you know, the side of the monster and whatnot. The game's literally played on different layers of the monster, and the more you damage the monster, the less dice it has. Just like the more it hurts you, the less dice you have.
Seth, I have to tell you something important. Your guy doesn't climb.
Okay.
Two of them actually climb up the monster, the climber and the trapper. The other two, like, just pelt it from the ground with ranged weapons. Like, you pelt it with arrows, and the anchor kind of pelts it with spears and tries to drag it where it wants it to go.
Okay.
But don't worry, just because you're safe on the ground doesn't mean it won't try to stomp on you.
Honey, you're not the Titan.
No, I'm not, but I'm gonna be trying to climb up its side and carve me up some ham.
Alright.
If we kill this thing, we'll have bacon for life, Seth. Just remember that. Bacon for life.
So yeah, basic time in the town, everybody's celebrating and boistering, and then a crazy old man comes barging into the tavern where you guys are drinking, and is just kind of like, "Oh my god! Nobody hears the warning!" And everyone looks at him like he's crazy, and he goes on about the end of the world, and how it comes once every 10 years. And no one listened to him.
Man. Crazy old man. Is a giant hog coming this way?
Clearly, you have no idea what the giant hogs do.
And I just draw my sword, hold it above my head, and scream, "Bacon for life!" And I start charging out the thing to fight the giant hog.
And he looks over to the scout. I don't know if you guys want to have names for your characters, or you just want to do like a...
You can just call me Climber and Scout. We'll go by our titles.
You're gonna go with Goblin Slayer. I got it.
Do you want a name stuff? Because I'll call you by your name, if character name.
I'll go by Scout. That's fine. But I'm pretty sure that man's crazy and drunk. That is why they ran out the door.
Yeah, he looks over, seeing that Scout's less, like, laughing at him and stuff, and he goes, "Every 10 years, the boars have sex." And everyone looks and starts chuckling. "And they have sex in the Maiden's Plain." And everyone starts laughing more, and he goes, "And you built a town in the Maiden's Plain!" And now everyone stops laughing.
Well, the sex in the windows were going well until you ruined it there, buddy. Bravo, old man.
I come back in the tavern, I'm like, "What are you guys waiting for? Bacon for life. Come on, let's go." There's literally a giant pig outside.
Yeah, when he's talking, you start to hear, like, hoofs coming in. Just from, like, a distance. And it's just like getting closer and closer. And then you start to hear screams coming from the front of the village.
Well,
And yeah.
skulls for bowls and blood for the blood god. Let's go see what's going on out there.
You see literally a big giant boar moving its way towards the town. And the guy's blowing on the horns, people are evacuating the town. The old guy is running outside screaming it's the end of days. And the mayor...
Hold by!
Whoop.
Fire up the forge. We're gonna need spikes and cannons. And I charge the boar before it tries to get to the town. We'll try to head it off.
It's really far away. It's coming, and you see like the forest is shaking and it's coming through the forest.
Yeah, well, I still
yeah.
try to meet it before it gets to the town. That's the idea here.
Okay. So yeah, Scout, what are you planning on doing?
How far away is it?
It's in the forest.
Come on, Scout. If we kill it in the forest, it's not gonna crush the poor villagers.
It's moving basically through the forest at like a slow pace, and you see it kind of hitting tusks with another one, and it just kind of keeps moving. It's like almost as if they're trying to do like some type of Red Robin, like, you know, battle between these two big boars outside the town.
Alright, fine. I'll sit and wait until one of them starts going towards the town.
Well,
I mean, you really want to go out there and fight two of them?
No, I'm not gonna fight two of them. I'm gonna sit and wait then because Kalen doesn't want to do the game right.
no, the game's being done right, honey. Literally, when you guys start to head towards the place, the friggin' boar was gonna tusk the other one. And then it was gonna let all roar and start heading to the town. But it's okay, you can assume. But yeah,
Well-
no, so I'm assuming that you guys were heading there because I'm not exactly sure what's going on from Chris interrupting constant.
Yeah, might as well head out there.
Yeah.
Character will probably be worried about fighting two of them, but
Well, when you start to head out of the town to investigate it more, you see literally the tusk of one of them goes through the neck of the other one, and it lets out a horrid roar where it drops the body to the ground.
guess that wasn't a mating dance then.
Yeah. Well, it was two male boars, so it was... You kind of know where that's going to wind up going. And it's... Once it takes it down after a few minutes, the thing turns to the town and it starts moving.
Alright, I charge the boar.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'll go get ready to pelt it with arrows.
And it's got to make sure the music's low enough. So yeah,
Yeah.
drag the tokens on there, and technically you're on the ground level at the moment.
I can't resize it. I was gonna try to make it smaller, but oh well.
It's alright.
But what are you doing way up there, though? You gotta be up here with me. There we go.
I can't climb, remember?
No,
No,
that's...
this is ground, leg, body,
Oh,
and
up
head.
there. Oh!
That way they can tell where we're... She made a slide chart to make it easier.
Got it. I didn't realize
Yeah,
that's what
so-
that chart was.
Yeah, that's something she added because she's clever.
Yeah, so pretty much, it's just like a quick summary again of what we were explaining before. I'm gonna type it out at the same time on here so people can actually see what it is. So there are 3 rounds. There are 3 technically actions per round. And the
Okay.
first one is actually the player's action. And this is where the players choose what they want to do, and they spend so many dice that they choose. Some actions take more dice than others, and they try to do something to the monster. Hinder it. Find some type of like puzzle or something on the thing's body to interact with and slow it down. Bore, not so much. But if you were fighting like the Legatus, which is like a clay giant soldier, you'll probably find like puzzles inside of him to be able to, like, you know, hinder its arm, mess up its, you know, like coordination, stuff like that. But pretty much the first action is always the player's action, and they can spend however many dice they want, but it's more or less based off of what skills they use and how much dice they want to dedicate to that, you know, actual action. Then it goes to the Titan. And the Titan chooses to react to the actual players, being attacking, thrashing, you know, roaring to hinder their hearing. It does some type of offensive action 95% of the time. And then that goes right back to the players trying to do some type of reaction roll. And that's where the actual game goes. And once they get to the bottom, their dice pool refreshes, and they go right back to the top. So I should actually put that down there. But yeah, so that's how the actual battle goes. So you guys start heading towards the Titan. And what do you plan to do first? You can also coordinate and talk to the other players. That's a big factor in this. You guys could come up with like team attacks, stuff like that.
So
Well-
the scout doesn't climb; it always stays on the ground, and the scout's a buffer for other party members and a healer.
Yes, the scout can buff other party members and it can attack with its bow, but it does like a ranged attack.
So think of the scout as a support character
Mhm.
with dice boosters and healing dice. You can
Now-
boost people by doing encouragement. You can shoot at the monster from a distance because you don't really have the climbing equipment. And then you can, like, you know, hinder them.
Yeah.
Okay.
The climber, basically, he has a sword and climbing claws. His big thing is he climbs up the side and stab it. That's it.
Yeah,
But because it's a melee attack, he doesn't have to roll the hit. Auto hits, he just has to worry about piercing its hide.
right.
And
The trapper climbs up the side, and its big thing is it tries to distract the monster, and it can use a sword or a bow. And the anchor's big thing is he stays on the ground, but he sticks it with spears and tries to pull it the way they want it to go and keep it from moving around so much.
got it. And
So yeah, there's only two of us, so it's gonna be a hard fight.
so to be able to climb, though, like everything we do is kind of like a dice pull check, correct?
Yeah, it's
Correct.
gear related. The climb, like for example, I have climbing claws, but I still have to roll my actual climb check to get up the leg.
And then you gotta go
And I
from the
can only
leg.
go up one section at a time. It has to be adjacent section. So yeah.
Yeah,
Got it.
which is why
Alright,
there's the diagrams to show it.
Yeah.
The other big thing, this is more towards just understanding how the game works. They told us in the playtest booklet that you can get for free, and in the Roll20, like, you know, description sections, the handouts, they say that in the main game that they're going to have actual things that affect it. So, like, say you're going up against the Titan. This could be to track the Titan to get food for the village, or, you know, someone in the village is poisoned, and the only cure to the poison is the blood of this specific Titan. So you can choose to fight that Titan to get the blood, you can choose to, you know, escape from it, or you could die from it. And depending on the outcome depends on if the person in the village or the villagers live or die, and vice versa.
And our dice pool refills
Every round. So, say you
Yeah,
put...
we have a turn. The Titan has a turn. We have a reaction turn. Then dice pool refresh.
Got it.
And
Yep.
then your dice, when you get hurt, it doesn't like... If you get hurt during the game, it will take away one of the dice from the refresh. So say you had 6 die, and you got a normal injury, and it took away 1 dice. You would roll all 6 die, and if you got a 1 on any of them, you lose 1 die. Say you got true damage, which means no matter what, if you took that much damage, you lose that many dice. True damage would be like, okay, you just took like a massive hit direct on contact, and it did 3 damage. So your dice pool is now 3 die for that whole battle.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a very brutal system when you look at it. And then what happens afterwards is after the battle is won or retreated or whatnot, all of your health, so all the dice, all 6, come back. And you're fully healed up, because Titan battles aren't supposed to be like one after another after another. It's supposed to be like one giant battle before, you know, and then it's like peaceful for however long.
Okay.
So kind of a unique.
I think I got it. So I guess for our player actions, seeing that the climber has to climb up there, I would like to encourage him,
Okay.
and I will spend 2 dice on that.
Does that mean he rolls 2 dice, or did he just spend it and then what?
You may spend 2 dice when another player takes an action or reaction of any kind.
That
That's
player
it.
gets a free die on their action equal to the number of dice you spend.
Yeah.
You cannot spend
So-
more than 2 dice per combat round.
Okay, so he spent 2 dice, or
So
Yeah, I'll spend 2 dice
he,
for his climb.
the scout gives people free dice for that round.
yeah, I got that. Now I'm going to just climb as my first action, and I get a bonus die for climbing. That's my thing.
So you're rolling with 9 dice then. If
No,
you
I'm
use
not
all of
spending
them.
all 6 of them. I'm doing Oh, let me see what I did wrong here. I'm going to spend. You just gave me how many dice? 2 for free?
2.
2.
And I get 1 free die, so that's 3 free. So I'm going to spend 1 die and roll 46.
Okay.
Okay, now what happens? I rolled 3, 3, 1, and 4.
Excuse me. Let me double check it, because, like I said, this is all brand new to all of us. Free dice, free die roll on all actions. So yeah, you take one of the dice out because it's exhausted no matter what.
Yeah, I
Yes.
did that already. What do I have to roll to succeed in climbing up is what I'm getting at.
You must attempt a climb check. If you succeed, I'm trying to figure out about succession on it now, because that's one thing that I'm not entirely sure of.
You goof.
She rolls 2 dice and gets a 3 and a 4. The GM tells her a result of a 7 meets or exceeds the Titan's climb challenge rating. So I have to look and see what the climb challenge rating is on him.
How many of the dice do you actually have to use?
That's
when you
easy.
roll
This is
the
a
dice pool?
this is an easy fucking monster.
Well, yeah,
Bottom-
it's the basic fighter. That's probably why.
Yeah, so you succeed with flying colors, so I'm gonna allow you to climb up 2 body parts then. So you can go like up to the body if you wanted.
I'm up to the body. I'm all like, I'm gonna cut me off some ham. Don't worry, Scott. I'll give you a share. And since I'm already up here, I would like to make an attack.
Okay.
I've already exhausted 1 die. So how many? I guess I'll spend 2 on attack.
Mhm.
And what's all right? And now what happens?
So roll 2 dice to do the attack.
Now I automatically hit. This is to pierce its hide.
It's the piercing. Okay. So you succeed in piercing them, and after you pierce, I believe that's the rest of its damage.
No, I have to roll damage. Yes. So I thought you rolled damage separate.
You do.
So I have to spend the die to roll damage.
Right.
Alright, I'm going to spend 1 die on damage because I want to be cautious. I want to keep 2 die in the bank when this thing goes to go hog wild
So,
on me.
an example, if you're doing melee, you roll a die for piercing roll, and then you roll die for damage rolls.
You don't have to spend 2.
You don't have to spend 2 unless it tells you you have to on your specific skill.
That's
Range, you
5.
have 3 dice to roll technically minimum. Well, not 3, 2. Yeah, 3 dice is minimum because you have to roll for accuracy. Then you gotta do a piercing roll and then a damage roll.
Yeah, well, I don't have to do that because I'm doing melee.
Right.
So I hit him for 5.
So you hit him for 5,
I end my turn with 2 dice available.
and we already know it got through with the armor. Okay. So I'm gonna put the info on here so you can see it to make it a little bit easier.
And now he's gonna be all like, it's his turn, yay.
In players' journals, all. So if you look at it, you see the stats. You had to beat an armor piercing of a 2 or of more than 2
Where the hell
to be able to hit it.
hold on.
It's on the body. Here, I'll click show to players so you can see them.
I only see violent info. You have to hit, like, edit
Oh,
for all players if you want to see other stuff like that.
right. Sorry. Now can you see it?
Okay. Alright, so. Alright. And he has evasion 6, so that's gonna come up on his turn, right?
Right.
Alright, well, let's just go ahead and let him do his turn, see how this plays
So
out.
if you notice on the body, it had an armor of 2, it had an HP of 20 for starting, and it has an evasion of 6. So you got above a 2 for piercing it, because you got a 7. And then you got 5 damage, so you took it down to a 15.
Okay.
And then each part, as you notice, describes what happens based off of what part gets damaged severe enough. So yeah, you guys did your attack, and now it's the Titan's turn. So the hog is going to start losing it because it just felt something stab into its side, so it's going to try and buck you off. The horn hog kicks and thrashes about, trying to shake off those attempting to kill it. This attack hits all characters that are climbing up the Titan, and it takes 1 full action.
Okay, so what do I roll in response?
Let me double check. Like I said, it's a new system. Okay, so whenever a Titan does an action, the players have to make a roll to try and prevent the action from harming them.
Is that dependent on the action that they are doing, or all
Right.
action it takes?
That's depending on the action the Titan is doing.
Ah.
So, the Titan's trying to kick you off. You gotta roll a evasion, technically. They say evasion's
Okay.
not available, actually. Trying to shake off those to kill it.
No, you're looking at the wrong thing.
What am I looking at? I'm looking
You're
at
looking
the
at.
attacks.
Are you looking at Buck?
Yes, the attacks. Buck.
Yeah, but that's on the legs. You gotta go up to body.
Oh. You're right, sorry.
And the Titan body and the Titan evasion 4 It counts as a shake, and I will like fall. If I don't make this check, I'll probably actually fall on my ass.
You'll take 2 damage, yeah, and you'll be
And I'll,
dislodged.
yeah, so that means I'll fall back down to the ground or down to the legs at least.
Yep. So basically, you have to roll and try to be an evasion of 4.
Alright, so I roll my 2 dice, and thankfully the scout is just too damn pretty for the hawk to notice it right now. Don't have to do anything, scout. Good for you. Or does the scout have to do anything? Cause
Nope, it only affects those on the Titan.
okay, I
I
got a
think
7.
I think I could spend more points or more dice to encourage you again. The way this is reading,
Yes, you could.
but I think
Well,
you
I
can.
already
But
passed. So.
you already did that the previous part, so it's not like a new round yet, so you could only do it once a round.
Oh, oh yeah, once 2 dice. Oh, I could do it if I didn't spend 2 dice.
Right.
I
Oh.
got you.
You could do
And-
one for the player's action and one to react to the Titan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, so
So-
am I allowed to also attack when I encourage?
Yeah, as long as you don't spend all your dice, you're allowed to do whatever the hell you want.
You're allowed
okay.
to do multiple actions.
Okay,
But,
I
Like
know
I
that for next
climbed
round.
and attacked, but it just cost me like
So
4 dice to do that.
a perfect example, say the player's action, unlike most games, you were like, oh, well, I want to climb up the Titan, and I want to, if I can, get onto its face, stab its eye, and jump off. Okay, well, how many dice are you using per action? And then you choose the dice you use, and once you use them, they're exhausted.
Got
But
it.
now,
Okay.
the Titan's been hit in the face, and you just jumped off of the face, so you're at the face level, and the Titan decides it's gonna hit you with its face. You know, it's gonna tusk you. And you're like, well, shit, I just used up all my dice. Do I have any skill that gives me an extra die to dodge this? And then it's like, no, so you take the full bluntal hit.
That's why I banked 2 dice to my dodge, so I epically dodged. Haha. Let's try to shake me up. I'm just grabbing on like, no, my bacon.
But yeah, so it's a bit of a balancing game when you think about it, and it's, you know, not as complicated as a lot of systems. It's just you do a lot more per action. But yeah, so what happens is you wind up succeeding, you're still clinging onto the side of the thing's crying out in pain, and it's the next round, so your dice all refresh.
Alright, now, Ziggy Stardust, my best friend over there who's my scout. I'm gonna shout, I'm gonna go for the head! Get ready! What do you want to do?
Hmm.
I'm guessing if we all attack the head, I'm gonna have a chance of bringing this thing down quicker.
Am I allowed to attack the head from all the way down here?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. You have a bow, you can attack wherever you want, as long as you roll with accuracy.
Oh, fair enough.
You have to.
So,
Yeah. It should
I
tell you how many dice you have to roll for it.
range attack, roll for accuracy, roll dice to pierce armor, roll dice for damage.
And you have 1 free die for your accuracy roll being a scout.
Yes. Okay,
And you
well,
have to beat the evasion score to hit the thing, I think. Is that how it goes, or?
I have to beat its armor, I think.
She
No,
has.
you have to roll one thing to actually hit it, then beat its pierce to get past the armor, then roll damage.
If you scroll down to the bottom, it will tell you. You roll for accuracy, you roll for pierce, and you roll for damage.
Got it. Okay. I want to
And then-
spend...
If you look, so basically you have to use at least 3 dice to do that. That's like the minimum.
So I can use 2 dice and have my free die
Right.
for attack. Okay. So I want to spend one of my dice to encourage his climb,
Okay.
and then I want to use, 4 dice, but over 2 different attacks. So 2 dice and 2 dice for 2 attacks, and just unload
No,
on.
no, you
No,
have to
no.
do 3 dice per attack. 1 for accuracy, 1 for damage, 1. Oh, if you're using your 3 dice for accuracy, I guess.
Okay.
Wait,
So
you use your dice pool for
Yes.
damage?
Every time you use 1 die, it takes 1 to exhaust it. You see the character sheet?
But I
so
was
You
looking
only
at
have 6 dice total.
okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm
So
sorry, I'm a
basically, basic terms, when you do an actual attack, if it's melee, you have to use 1 attack to pierce it and 1 attack to do damage.
Okay.
So you
Okay,
wind up
stop
using
talking
2
about
dice
melee.
minimum. If you're doing
Because
range,
you
Hold
are
on.
not.
A ranged attack is when you shoot with a ranged weapon at Titan and cause damage. You can make
right?
you can attack as part of the Titan with a ranged attack. This attack happens in 3 stages. Each stage requires a roll. First, you make an accuracy roll to compare the dice to the evasion of the Titan. If the roll succeeds, you roll dice to make a piercing roll and compare it to the armor. If the roll succeeds, then you roll damage to deal damage.
Right.
If damage roll does not have a target number, instead it automatically succeeds, and the total of your roll is the amount of damage.
Like, for example, I rolled a 5, it lost 5 HP.
So, to make the attack, I would roll, say, 2 dice plus my free die for accuracy. Then I would have to pick how many other dice I'm rolling to
For
determine.
piercing, and then you have to pick how many for
Armor.
damage.
Yeah. So basically, whenever you roll a die other than your free die, it becomes exhausted.
You have only
Got
6
it.
dice total, and if you spend just the bare minimum on the attack, 1 for accuracy, 1 for piercing, and 1 for damage, you're down 3 dice and only have 3 dice left the rest of the round. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, and that leaves me. Wait, okay. Gain 1 free die to all evasion rolls against Titan attacks that you have seen before. Okay. Okay. And I get.
I mean, because you're scouting, make scout, you get a couple
So,
of free
so
dice.
my eagle eye only to ranged attacks.
Your eagle eye is only for aiming.
Okay,
One
I
free
got
die
it. I got it. Okay, okay.
Alright.
So I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna exhaust 2 dice
Okay.
to make the attack roll.
Alright, go ahead and roll. Is that with your free one?
That's with my free one, so that takes it up to 3.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your 3 dice, and we'll see if you hit.
I rolled a 6.
Okay.
Does he hit?
Let me double check. Are you targeting the body, the head, or the legs?
The legs.
You're targeting the legs. Yes, it hits. So now you want to roll the
So then I rolled the pierce,
Yep.
and
so-
I got a pierce against its armor,
Right.
Yeah.
and then I rolled damage.
Correct.
Okay. And my dice are also my damage dice.
Yes.
Yep. So everyone's
Yeah.
damage is technically a D6 for however many dice they use.
Got it.
And it all adds up. So like if you use, you know,
I'm going to use 1 die to see if I pierce its armor.
okay. Yes, you did.
And then I will use the last 2 dice to do damage. Oh, yeah, I'll use the last 2 dice to do damage.
Mhm.
3 damage.
Now you dealt 3 to the legs. Now you're completely exhausted. You have no dice left, so you want all your things to exhaust.
I did do that, yes.
Okay.
All right, now it's my turn. I'm like, why are you going for the leg, Gimpy? You're trying to make sure it don't run away. That's a good plan.
Don't
There's
forget
a
your free
chance this
die
thing
your
can
climb.
say fuck all. If it has legs, it can say at one point just say fuck all and run away. We can't do anything about that.
Yeah. Don't forget your free die that I gave you for your climb.
Oh, I thought you took that back.
No.
No, I spent
Okay,
it for your climb.
I'm gonna blow. I have one free die, so I will roll 3d6 and spend one of my dice on actual climbing. That's a 12. So did I make it to the top?
Um. Yes, actually, I believe so. I'm pretty sure it does. Climbing, you just gotta
I'm on the
succeed by a
top.
2.
I'm all like, I'm gonna make sure I can stay up here, and I'm gonna activate my special ability.
Okay.
I have special ed powers. Um, I spend one action die to plant a spike in the head, and anyone climbing on this part gets a +4 bonus to the total of rolls made to resist the shake effects. It makes me harder to shake off or anyone else on the head to shake off. Alright. So I am down, what was it, 1 die, 2 die because I spent the spike. I used one of my spikes. And now I just stab the fucker. I spend 1 die for piercing.
Okay.
Does that pierce the armor?
Um. It equals the armor, so I would say no.
Damn.
You bounce off of
Do I
it.
have to declare how much I'm spending beforehand, or do I not bother with rolling damage?
Yeah, you had it. You don't roll damage if you don't pierce it.
Okay. I'm gonna try to make another piercing roll then
Okay.
with 1 die. I see how it is. If you keep trying attempting it, you're gonna run out of dice eventually and be fucked.
Pretty much. So yeah, you break
Does
it.
that
'Cause
go?
its armor's a 2. That's why I wrote it down for you to make it easier.
Alright. It's a 4, and like a porn star, I blow my load. Actually, no, I'm gonna hold 1 dice in reserves in case he tries to buck me. Roll 6. I roll 1d6 for damage. Go for the eye, boo! Go for the eye! Oh man, that sucked. 1 point.
And you did that to the face, correct?
Yeah, the head.
Oh, you pissed him off.
Alright, so that's the question. Is he gonna attack the girl on the ground or try to attack me? Because there's. Yeah.
Considering someone just stabbed it in its face, it's gonna swing its horned head at you.
Oh shit. It's gonna hurt.
Well, it can't target people that are climbing on it, so it's swinging. That's all it can do. It does strike nearby
No,
characters.
it's swinging its head. It can't target people on the head, but it
Right.
can still target the girl on the ground, though.
Yep, it does. So, Scout, make.
I'm out of dice.
You're out of dice.
Do you have any free dice?
I am.
I believe Scout has a free die for evasion.
Technically, yeah. If I've seen
Attack
this,
pattern. You gain 1 free die to all evasion rolls against Titans that you've
Yeah,
seen
this is the
before.
first time he's actually used this, though.
Yeah, so you don't have a free die then. If
Yep.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
Okay, so let me look at the damage.
He gets the. You don't get to roll anything, so you're like, what, auto hit?
Yep. It's an auto hit, and that is 3 damage.
So you roll 3 dice, and if any of them come up 1, you lose them from the pool. Go ahead, Seth. Roll your 3 dice and take
Oh,
it.
I rolled the dice?
Yeah.
Yes, you roll the dice
player-
for your own damage, and you see if you die or not.
So.
Oh, that's so mean.
Yeah, the
I
DM.
know.
The DM
You have to
actually
take, like,
doesn't.
Ah, you lost one
You
die.
lost
so now
one.
You only have 5 dice left.
So the
You
DM
got a one.
actually doesn't do like any of the rolls. It's.
Oh, that is so mean.
I know.
Oh, these people that made this game are cold-hearted. I could just imagine playing a D&D game. It's like, okay, I hit you, I crit you using this great sword. Roll 2d6. Can you imagine making a player do that in D&D?
That's
Yeah.
the point. It's a horror game.
Oh, wow.
They
You can
wanted
feel
it
the
to feel
time that you
gritty
roll that
and
that
be
was your
very.
fault.
They want it to feel gritty and feel very to like to your like inside, like as if you're like, you know.
God, I know someone I couldn't ever play this game with because all they roll are ones.
Hi.
Well, if that person ever showed up and I was the GM, I would like shake the table, knock a couple into 5s, just that.
Hi.
Just get the incense out and say a prayer as the game starts.
Hey guys. Remember whenever
Yeah.
I play games and I don't GM games? Hi.
Fair. Yeah. Yeah, but you get to cheat in this. You don't have to roll.
Yeah, that's the great part of being a GM. I don't touch the dice unless I play the hunter.
Wow.
Why
Yeah,
do you?
but she still gets to describe the monster hitting you with her tusk, so that's it.
Yep. So yeah,
the tusk comes down, and hits me, like pierces me
the
a little
thing's
bit. and I
shaking
lose
its
one of
head
my dice.
ragged like a dog with a chew toy trying to get the man off of its face. And when it's doing this, its snout just hits you in the side, like right in your stomach, and you just stumble backwards and roll in pain while the thing is thrashing about, smashing its tree like it's a face through trees and everything.
I like while I'm like waving towards you, I yell, "Look out!" But it's too late.
I'm just picturing an anime-esque look to this. Look out! Fly.
Alright. Go for the eye, Boo! Go for the eye! And that's the new turn. You got 5 dice, I got 6.
Yep.
Now remember, if you are really low on dice and don't think you can do anything, like you're down to like 1 or 2 die, you can just run the fuck away.
Yeah, that's
Take care and die valiantly. Fuck that.
that is a big factor
We're on
in
a
this.
quest for bacon. We don't know these people.
On a quest for bacon, you don't know these people.
I don't know what town is. Rolled into the town and started drinking. And old man's
he-
like, save
when
the
you
town. I'm
say
here.
sassy things like that and sarcastic pieces of shit things like that, honey, I just want to do this. When you're saying that, you know, if you're gonna die, you can just retreat. We don't know these people. You hear some lady, my baby's stuck in the house.
You're stuck in a house. Go get her, woman, and run, fool. Anyway, back to the.
Sorry, I'm running away. I'm gonna die.
It's a new turn. You only got hit once, Scout. Woman up.
Whoa. Oh dear. Am I allowed to use? I'm not gonna use.
No,
it,
it's a new
okay,
turn,
yeah.
so you can do whatever you want.
Yep.
If you can heal yourself, go for it.
You could. You
Yeah,
can
you
use
can
your
get
med
that one
pack
die
to heal
back.
yourself.
The whole point is to fix the boo-boos that someone gets hit with, and you're someone.
You know
It'll
what?
cost you a die next action, but yeah, I say go for it.
Well, it says spend 3 available dice.
Heal one
damage
damage.
to a creature that you can reach.
Yeah, you can reach yourself, I'm pretty sure, right?
You can spend these available dice over multiple turns, but the character is only healed at the final action after the final action.
Okay, look, I'm gonna keep chopping with its head. My advice is heal yourself with 3 dice and bank 3 in evasion in case it tries to swoop its head again.
Yeah, that way
That's
you can get
cool.
your die back up to a 6 instead of a 5.
Except
I mean, if you
that
want, I
final
could try
part-
climb.
Except that final part specifically says you do not heal until the final action.
Yeah, I'm saying the final action. I'm saying spend all 3 at once, so it counts as the final action.
Basically they're saying that you cannot heal the person's die until you spend the third die.
Yeah. If you want to do like spend one die per turn until it gets there, or you blow them all at once.
All right, then I'll do that, which will give me back my third die.
That will give you back the die that you lost at the end of the round.
Okay.
So
I'll do that.
So you use 3 of them to heal that 1 die, and you only have 2 die since you only had 5 die total to bank for evasion.
Just bank those 2 on evasion in case it goes to hit.
Oh, okay. So I don't have that third die yet.
Yeah,
Correct.
you have to wait until the end of this round.
Got it.
Okay, so I am going to, since I'm on here, I'm just gonna go all out for a kill shot.
Oh, you're gonna go
Rolling.
like all the die to the head.
3 on pierce. Do I pierce it?
Yeah. You won't. Its
and then I
piercing is only a
roll-
2. You just had to beat a 2, so you don't need a.
Yeah, but every time I try to beat a 2 with 1 die, it failed. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
And I roll 3 dice on damage.
Okay.
That's 7.
All right. So you've
I
got.
feel it should be able to try to just take an action to shake me off. If you know.
Yeah.
If the thing with Scout is it's targeting him, but
Well, the thing with the attacks, honey, is related is like if you notice legs, body, and head. Those are based off of if that's broken, it can't use that. So it can try to buck you off now.
okay.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. It,
It
can,
definitely-
it has a basic buck attack that can do no matter what. I see.
Yeah.
Right.
Most
Alright,
of its attacks only affect the ones climbing it, if you notice. There's 2 attacks that affect people on the ground and 2 attacks that affect only climbers.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, it's furious and it's gonna stop bucking around. So, yeah, it's trying to fucking buck you.
Okay, so you're down to that, and I spend my 1 die on evasion.
Evasion.
Oh no, it's like a shake roll because you're trying to shake me, right?
Shake is yes, and damage would be 2 if you fall off.
I roll my 1d6. Now I get a +4 to resist shake because I stuck a spike in it. So I'm
Right.
like gripping that thing for dear life. Am I still on it?
You had to beat a 9. It shakes a 9.
Yeah, but I got +4.
Oh, you have a +4? 6, 7, 8, 9.
I
Yeah.
9, I tied, so I still
You
fall.
tied, so you fall.
Okay, I activate my class ability.
You don't take damage when you fall, right?
No, there's a class ability called Regrip. If you fall from a Titan, you can spend any available dice to. Oh crap! I don't have any more dice. So
Yes,
I
you do.
reduce all fall damage by 1 die type.
So you.
Yes, you do. I spend my 2 dice to give him free dice to take the action.
Okay, cool. Well, I will
Oh.
spend my Regrip,
There you go.
and I have 1 free die or 2.
2.
2.
Okay. Does that count?
That does count.
Okay, so I fall to the body, but I'm not all the way on the ground, so I negate falling down.
Yeah, so Scout literally just pulled a no, and you threw the grip when you realized you were falling.
Yes, and I grabbed it with my teeth. I'm like, it's okay, I'm still here. Then I start grabbing it with my hand and talk to my mouth.
All right, and that's the end of the round since you guys reacted.
Alright.
So everyone's dice are now refreshed to the 6 because Scout healed herself.
I vote Scout to be best girl because she saved my life.
She's the only girl.
I know.
I'm
still
obviously
saved
best
my
girl.
life.
Only girl is best girl.
I was gonna say unless you count the GM, but then I'm like I'm playing a male boar, so that doesn't. Yeah, no.
Yeah, you're playing a male born old man so far. I don't think you can qualify for best girl.
Nope, not
Alright,
really.
my account. Alright, Scout, do you want to do anything or? I mean, I think we should just both focus on attacking the same thing and dropping it as quick as possible. Where do you want to go? I mean, I could do an all attack on the body, and you could shoot it with like do a standard shot and keep some dice in reserve for running away. Or we could go back up to the head and try to do it.
I'm gonna try to shoot it in the head.
All right. First I'll do a climb and see if I actually get up there. I spent 2d6 on my climb, and I have 1 free die for climbing. Do I get there?
With an 8, yes. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure that does it.
I exhausted 1 die.
Yeah, its climbing is only a 2, so you get up there right away.
I spent 2 dice on piercing. 11, so that's definitely a hit.
Yep.
And I roll 2 dice on damage. I don't want to be left naked. I have 1 die left in the pool.
Holy shit!
That's 12.
Yeah.
I killed it.
So all of a sudden you just hear from people just hear from the woods.
Do I have to roll a check because it's falling down dead so I don't get crushed?
Yes, you do. You gotta roll a check to try and not get crushed by it.
Okay, so
no.
Same with the scout. You guys have to not get squished.
do I get squished?
Nope.
Oh, but
Okay, you have 6 dice to roll, Scout, because you didn't spend anything yet.
Actually, wait. You're supposed to get above a 6. So.
Boost me, Scout. Boost me.
You kind of already rolled, dude.
I know, but you can give me extra dice.
Yeah, you already rolled. You should have.
Don't I?
Can I get a bonus because I have the stake in it for +4 or no?
I'm gonna say
Is
yes.
that for climbing?
Okay. No, I have a thing where you can put a stake in a body part and it gives you bonuses to climbing and being shaken and stuff like that.
So it's considered a shake. So I'm gonna say yes. You're still clinging to the body when it falls. And then the scout literally just turns and runs the fuck away when this thing goes down.
And you got a 19, so you're like halfway across the village when it falls.
So the horn hog collapses to the ground and lies motionless. The Titan is... Oh, wow. I just butcher it at the very end of these sentences. The Titan is defeated. Confetti shoots out of its head and everyone's celebrating. Well, they have years of bacon. Which,
I stand
that
triumphantly
really...
holding my sword while I'm on its head going, "Bacon for all!" I start carving it up. I'm fucking hungry. Get me a sandwich.
You're gross. So, yeah.
What, you carve it up, then you cook it. It's not that hard.
Yeah, so, the climber is screaming bacon for all, and people are looking at him like he's a barbarian, because he is slamming his sword and trying to carve up the freaking...
No, I'm not carving it up right now. I'll take out like a little butcher's kit and start carving it in a minute.
Okay. Yeah, because all I'm picturing is your character screaming bacon for all, and then you're slamming your sword into the thing's head more and more, so its eyes are popping and...
Oh, no. You don't get bacon from a head. You have to know anatomy. It comes from like the haunches, I think. Anyways, moving on.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I tried to take one of the tusks as a trophy, but I realized it's a futile effort.
Well, actually, that's one of the big things with this game. So, killing titans is very much like Monster Hunter. You use body parts for everything.
Okay.
So, yes, you could take the tusks and you can make, furniture out of it. You can make extra accessories.
Okay.
I don't know if it gives you,
I know it's a play test and it doesn't cover this, but what would the reward for killing something like this be? Would it be the body parts and new equipment, or?
I have no bloody idea.
Alright, well, whatever the body parts are, I'm going to split it 50-50, because it wasn't for Scout, the best girl, I would have made it and would have fell to my death. So she gets half of all the...
Only girl is good girl. Now let's go have pancakes!
Yes. Pancakes.
Oh my god.
Well, Seth, it's great meeting you and doing this playtest. Are you gonna come back again? Because we got more monsters lined up next week.
Yeah. I was supposed to have another game that was going on, but literally, they disappeared off the face of the planet. So,
That's close.
Sounds like a
I'm,
typical Roll20 group.
I am,
I'm-
yeah, right. So between me ripping my hair out and trying to, well, make my own tabletop, game, well, storylines, for 5th edition Pokemon and such.
Okay, Bro Doggy, I'll play anything you do 5th edition because I love 5th edition.
And simultaneously trying to convince the people that I play with every week to let me stream it.
I'll accept streaming, as you know.
I already have a full party, but mind you, if I come up with something else, I'd be more than happy to set up another game. But unfortunately, my weekends are usually full.
Well, we work the weekends, so.
Yeah,
I will.
Wednesday's my only day where I get off work at a relatively good time.
Okay, if you want, deep down, I want to back this game after playing it once. I'm like, yeah, this could be a thing.
Oh, I'm thinking about going and seeing if I can get a physical copy of it.
To be fair, he was already going to back it because his wife's been begging him to back it since I found out about it 2 days ago.
It's a compelling argument. I mean, looking at and reading through what she showed me, I'm like, yeah, this is where I'm gonna back this. But now that I've actually played it, I'm like, it's thrilling because do you roll your own damage dice? And dude, like, no, I rolled a 1.
It's definitely it's got some thrill to it that I like, and it's pretty simplified, it seems.
Yeah, the layer system actually is helping me out a lot because. So I want to make my own system at Monster Hunter. I've been working on this role-playing game for literally 10 years now. Almost as long as I was working on Umbrella Chronicles, Biohazard Chronicles, before I ceased it because I found out that real life sucks ass and I don't live with my parents anymore. So I don't have unlimited funds. Plus Netflix is making their own show now, so supposedly from the grapevine down, I can't really say much on it. So
no, it's not a supposedly. They are literally making Umbrella.
Did they actually release the information finally?
There's I think like last month, and there's even an actual trailer out for it. So
I didn't even know there was a trailer out.
Yep.
All my contacts in Capcom have pretty much retired or left because they're not contracted with them anymore. So I just hear like dripples down the grapevine.
I don't think that Umbrella Academy has anything to do with Resident Evil. I believe it's based off the comic book Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, that is
what Netflix is making.
That is Umbrella Academy. Umbrella Academy is based off of a book. But supposedly there's a Resident Evil series in the works.
That would be interesting.
So I'm
what
not.
Was the other...
I mean, Netflix has had a lot of shows in the works, but most of the time when people say that, even through grapevines going down from people that have worked on it, it's like, oh, they suggested it, and then it's like nothing comes of it.
Well, you got the people that worked on Avatar: The Last Airbender, who did Voltron on Netflix. It's the same studio.
I love
the original. The original writers are taking part and helping out the Netflix movie for the live action movie for Avatar: The Last Airbender. So it has the original people working on it. So hopefully that's not going to be M. Night Shyamalan.
As long as they don't rehire Midnight Shyamalama Ding Dong.
Right.
I mean, he's a great guy. He seems really cool when you see him in real life or when you hear his stuff that he talks about. But I hate him.
Story than director, I think.
I hate him as a story writer because Midnight Shyamalan.
Because here's my I watched that he wrote and didn't direct, and those movies were great.
Well, no, here's my issue with all of those ones, though. Every single one of them, it's like, what a twist. It's like, hey, guess what? What? Their weakness is water. Wait, what? Hey, the plants, they're trying to kill people. Big surprise there.
What are you talking I walked out of the room for a second.
We're talking about Midnight Shyamalan.
But also, you got the guy who did Gravity Falls is getting a show on Netflix.
Yes, I can't wait for that.
We don't know what it's going to be about, but I'm looking for it. There's talks of the studio that did Castlevania on Netflix getting to do a Berserk show.
That'd be awesome.
That would be good. Hopefully
in
not
the
what we
Castlevania
have.
art style.
Yes, that would be amazing because I love the CG one that they animated. I do really like how it was looking and the feel of it. I hated the CG.
It had its issues, but it had to go
CG.
CG because that's the only way to get the actual like main Berserk guy his hands off it. Because if he's doing it, he wants to do it all by himself, and then it takes forever.
Yeah, I know.
I love that man to death because I love Berserk. But
listen. As long as we actually get Casca not being a vegetable, because they tease that.
No, Casca's gonna totally be a vegetable. Deal with it.
Look, I haven't read the last 2 chapters, but they made it to Elfheim, and she's awake again.
Good.
So I don't know what's going on there. From my understanding, they fixed but not fixed her.
Okay, so here was my issue.
Don't worry, it's gonna be totally bad.
One of them, they get her memory back in the manga, and it's awesome. And then, not even a half a chapter later, she fucking loses it again. Okay.
Well, I mean, you probably have issues too, if you know.
No, I know that. But then, what's considered canon with the game, they considered the games canon, and in the games, in the Dreamcast one, she gets her memory back. And then it goes away.
Because the effect doesn't work.
I know. But it still sucks. Because it's just like, come on.
That's the whole reason Guts stood around. Because he's like, hey, this could be it. But he didn't give a shit about all those people in Dreamcast. It's a completely different thing. But he's like, wait a minute. If I do this, I could save Casca. That's the driving force. And then he saved her, and then it fucking
Honey, I'm talking about the video game console Dreamcast.
Yes, I'm talking about the Dreamcast game as well.
Yeah.
I played the Dreamcast game. It was awesome.
I know. I have it. Sword of Berserk is sitting right next to me.
Yes, and I can't play it because your brother has the Dreamcast.
No, we have the Dreamcast, but I have to fix it.
Hook it up already, woman. What are you waiting for?
Back up. Yeah, we got sidetracked.
Hey, do you still have like the little memory cards with the screens on them?
Yes, we do. The VM cards.
I remember you could play those. I don't know if they let you do it in the American versions, but the actual
but
Japan
they're all dead.
version, they had little games.
You can, but they're all dead. We have to get little batteries to replace them.
Oh, okay.
They still work as memory cards, but the screens don't work not plugged in.
Got you. Okay, so I was gonna offer Seth the game, but then I realized there's no point. He's already playing this game, so yeah.
Well, the thing I was gonna say is we're probably gonna have to wait till December for the game because that's the planned release of it.
You don't want to do any more playtests. You're just gonna.
No, not that. We only have another 2 Titans technically. So what I'm hoping to do is take what I've gotten from here and take what I've gotten from the Uni system and from my own stuff on Monster Hunter that I've made and collaborate it into one that we can work with. And if Chris doesn't want us to, we don't have to do Monster Hunter. We can do a different universe completely. I just want to get the mechanics of that system down. And
best Monster Hunter game I've ever played was a Pokemon game. Just throwing it out there.
Everyone says that.
No, seriously, it was someone ran a PTU game, and it was Pokemon. We were fighting Pokemon, but it was Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
We went out and murdered Pokemon to get their parts.
So Pokemon Tabletop Unlimited with killing the Pokemon.
Yeah, like some of the Pokemon were just a lot of the Pokemon were bigger than normal. Like you have a Monster Hunter.
Were you here the last time when I ran Global? Pokemon Tabletop Global, where we had like the Team Rocket shit.
I never took part in any game that you ran in the Global.
Yeah.
Mind you, I was a part of there too.
No, I know you were a part of it.
I believe you left shortly after we did the fishing tournament. Is the one thing?
I wound
Because
up
I
in
do
the
remember
I
you,
wound
you
up in the
left at one
hospital,
point.
and then
Yeah.
5 months later, they all dumped the GM stuff on me, and everyone left. And then I
Yeah,
had like
that's
a billion
Alright,
players
so-
messaging me, and I was just like, guys, this is too much.
which, by the
That-
way, can I tell you how sad I am? I don't have access to your map room anymore.
My map room's
I
dead.
thought you got rid of it.
What's that?
My map room is dead. We can't
know.
even afford membership right now.
Do you have any idea how sad I am?
I own them
Well,
all.
if you're that sad, just give her $10 and she'll open it back up.
Honey,
I'm sorry, but it's an easy fix, man. All right.
Yeah,
fuck you. My birthday money was supposed to be fixing this, and then I got a fucking fever.
Now it's now about questions about 5e. How do you make a good 5e game? Come on, lay it on me.
Alright, I'm gonna hang up the stream. We can still talk, but it's just been
Yeah,
streaming.
bye, stream people.
Bye.
Bye, stream people.
Sorry to bore you with the shenanigans.